Hello, and welcome to Master Duel Challenge Wheel. I am your host, Sophie, apparently, and on this show, I have 3 chances to try to win a Master Duel ranked game under some sort of ridiculous challenge determined by this wheel I am about to spin. I have not yet managed to do one of these challenges in only one try, but I bet I can do it today. Surely, this is the one I do in one. This challenge is anti-everything fragrance. This means I am under the effect of an anti-spell fragrance that affects all of my cards. I cannot put a card into play face up. I must set it first and then flip it up on a later turn. And just like anti-spell, spells cannot be activated the turn they're set. This is, I'm pretty sure, one of the hardest challenges I've put on here. I really have no idea how I'm possibly doing this, but I guess we will try. Okay, so I may not have thought this through all that well. It turns out there's a very important type of card that cannot enter the field face down, and that is every extra deck mechanic. I just cannot use my extra deck, but that's okay. We don't need an extra deck. We have Ghost Trick Skeleton. That's right, we are gonna play Skeleton Mill. I figure the Ghost Tricks all need to be set first anyway. They can play a whole bunch of trap cards, and sure, you feel kinda bad about needing to wait a turn to get your field spell into play, but I think I can wait around that. So like, this deck's not very good. It sucks ass, but I think it'll probably be good enough to get us there. It's about the best thing we have in this challenge. Let's just hope it's good enough. All I can say is, thank God I'm still in gold. I'm also excited for a 15-minute game that we lose. That's Ghost Trick, baby. I hope you guys are ready to witness the most powerful opening of all time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, you idiot. How will you possibly defeat the ultimate end board? The most powerful setup in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! The apex of comboing in the most complex card game in the world. I see they have found the out, but fortunately, I am a mega genius. Remember kids, never leave home without a counter trap. You gotta be prepared for anything. Okay, now if they have a second board wipe, we do lose the game instantly. But they don't, chat. Why would they? Who plays multiple mass background removal cards? Nobody does. Oh my god, it's Ancient Gear Frame. What the fuck does this card do? I'm gonna punishment it. And just hope they don't have a Gear Golem in hand. That's the plan. If they do, they can float into it, but like, they didn't draw it. Don't even worry. I'm confident. I guess we might as well just dump the Farrajet. Oh, fuck, they do have it in hand. Aw, piss. Aw, criminy crickets. But it's okay. For the first time in my life, I have legally put a Tri-Brigade monster in my deck, so we do get a draw here. This is pretty risky with the golem coming down, but I'm gonna put back the lantern. The lantern is a combat trick, but the issue is, if I keep it, I don't have any plays next turn. I think I need to hope it's just one golem, so they can't kill me. And it looks like it is only the one, so I think we should be good. I mean, unless they have follow-up, but what are the chances they have follow-up? 0, apparently. Oh, I don't know why. Every time I'm streaming, I just forget to look at my life points. Like, I truly did not remember I had paid 4,000 for Solemn this turn. Like, wait, why am I dead? What the fuck? Don't worry, guys. It's fine. We set the Ghost Trick doll, and as long as they don't have a single other monster, we're in it. We're in it. Don't even worry. They don't have any more monsters, I guarantee. Truly, I am following in the gameplay footsteps of esteemed guru, Gage Nimnim. Pay half, set guy, pass. This one's actually good. Oh, and this is actually a problem. I'm so low on life points, I can't Solemn Strike. They're actually playing box. This guy is really all in on Ancient Gear cards. Okay, they're plussing a lot. The question is, can they kill me? And the answer is, like, probably, but what if they can't? Oh yeah, this is really rough. I need to Ghost Trick Scale now to not die to the Golem. But that means my doll just dies. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. It's looking a little rough. Just like a little bit. You know, we're still in it. I still have absolute faith. But it's looking a little rough. Yeah. Goodbye, Ghost Trick Doll. We will mourn your passing. Oh boy. I mean, they are fusing away the board. I'm actually not... Oh my god, they're fusing everything. Oh god. It's the big boy. The big boy's going face down, though. I guess we do this. Alright, so we have a set Mary and a Mary in hand. This means we can normal summon the second Mary and go for an Exceed summon, right? That's the thing we're allowed to do, right? Here's the plan. We're gonna set a monster. And we're gonna hope they just, like, forget to click the flip summon button before they enter battle phase. It doesn't appear to have come together, chat. We have not found the win condition in this one. Alright, listen. I know this deck looked really bad last game, but let's be real, we lost to Hoppy's Feather Duster. Does that count? Am I allowed to count that? No. That doesn't count. We need to actually win a game, alright? That doesn't work. As I was saying, I feel like we lost game 1 to Hoppy's Feather Duster more than anything. So if they simply don't draw Feather Duster, I mean, we just win the game, right? You know, we just kick their butt. I don't know how a single duelist could possibly defeat my one Floodgate. Oh, Cyber Emergency. Uh-oh. So that is either bad news or very bad news. Alright, it's not Drytron. We have that going for us. But Cyber Dragon is also a scary deck. I think I'm gonna Gozen match here. It doesn't do anything immediately. But it cuts them off of going into some Link monsters, right? Like, I know Verte is very strong in this deck. It also, more importantly, prevents them from making Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon, which is kind of the primary OTK tool for Sidra these days. So hopefully, they won't be able to get through our one Floodgate. Repair plant, that's fine. I don't give a fuck if you repair your Cyber Dragons. Even at full health, they are nothing before my woman. Before my mermaid, angel woman. She's gonna get ya. Oh! Holy shit, apparently the Gozen match was pretty good. And wouldn't you know it, what that means is that on our turn, we get to start turning cards face up. That's crazy. Alright, behold! Ghost Trick Siren! Alright, it's time to get spookin'. It's time to get scarin'. It's time to get a little silly with it. I suppose we may as well go to battle here. Get rid of one of the monsters. And then main phase 2, we just go a whoop. We go a whoop. And now we get to activate the field spell Ghost Trick Parade. But like, I don't know if you've read this card, but it is pretty nuts. Parade means that face down monsters can't be attacked, but when all of my monsters are face down, my opponent can attack me directly. But when they do so, I get to search my deck for any Ghost Trick card. It also prevents me from dealing any damage, but who cares about that? I'm winning through mill. This card is so unbelievably good, especially because every gold player refuses to read it and will always just attack in and give me 17 draws. That's a pretty nice machine duplication you got there. It sure would be a shame if it failed to resolve because the target left the field, meaning machine dupe is unable to verify its name. That would be crazy. Ooh, Sidra coming down. That's a little scary. And by a little scary, I mean I don't give a shit. I mean, this does not matter to me. This guy sucks and I hate him. If they play a second monster, I am very scared though. But as is, if you want to just go to battle, oh yeah. Come to mama. I will activate the effect of Ghost Trick Parade, allowing me to add any Ghost Trick card from my deck to my hand. And you know who it's gotta be. You know. It's gotta be my good buddy, Ghost Trick Doll. You guys don't even know. You don't even know what this Sidra player is about to experience. I'm about to put him through the most powerful resource loop of any Yu-Gi-Oh deck. First things first. We flip up Siren. Oh, the thinking. Before the effect, they must have like a Solemn Judgment or something? If it's a Solemn face down, that is actually pretty scary. They are choosing not to activate it though, which does make sense. Alright, so we get Siren. Siren hits a Ghost Trick. We never miss. We are gonna add Vanish, which protects our Ghost Tricks from destruction, which is quite strong. Step 2 as a master plan. We flip up Fairy. Fairy allows us to set a Ghost Trick card from the graveyard. Alright, you following, chat? So we are gonna bring back Jiangxi, who is our searcher. I am realizing there may be one slight problem with my setup this game, but hopefully we won't run into it. And then it's easy from here, chat. We just set the doll. The doll is really fantastic. This card, you saw it last game. When it's flipped up, it causes all monsters to get flipped face down in end phase, and then summon the Ghost Trick from deck. So in addition to swarming, it lets you keep resetting and reflipping your Ghost Tricks every turn very easily. They're gonna think they're not gonna do anything. I am gonna set one, and now we are but one piece away from fully assembling Ghost Trick Exodia. All of the pieces are falling into place to begin the slow but inevitable march to our opponent's deck running out of cards. They have learned nothing from their past mistakes. They show up and go to battle, simply allow me to get a search, and foolishly believe that I care if they dealt damage to me. You fool. You foolishly foolish fool. You have allowed me to search the most powerful monster in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Ghost Trick Skeleton. Oh, and actually I'm gonna use the effect of Mary. That's what I'm gonna do. I didn't even need to search Skeleton, because we are going to set one directly from the deck with the effect of Mary. It enters play face down, so it is a legal move. And now we are one turn faster. You, my little Cyber Dragon friend, are on the clock. We're even gonna be greedy. We are getting started right now. Ghost Trick Scare allows me to flip up all of my Ghost Trick cards, which will trigger all of their flip effects. This one's gonna get crazy. Hold on to your butts, chat. You are not ready for the level of power you are about to witness. Eventually, there we go. Behold my Ghost Tricks. Scare also lets us flip the Sidra face down, and then we trigger a bunch of effects. Ghost Trick Doll will put everyone back face down. Siren will let us search a Swallow Trap. And Ghost Trick Skeleton will banish a card off the top of their deck face down for every Ghost Trick I control. We can even do more. Ghost Trick Fairy. We can reset a scale for next turn. Ghost Trick Jiangxi. We can add a Ghost Trick monster from deck to hand with a level less than or equal to the number of Ghost Tricks I control, which means we can search any monster in the deck. Let's just pick up a Jack Frost, in case they clear our board and we need attack protection. Ghost Trick Fairy. Reset the scale. Ghost Trick Skeleton. Get 5 cards out of there. 23 cards until demise. And Ghost Trick Doll will put everything right back down to do the whole thing again on my turn. See, I told you, chat. As soon as we don't run into Feather Duster, this becomes the most powerful deck in history. Gonna get back the second scale here, just for fun. And you bet your booty we are gonna do the 5th flip summon. Ghost Trick Skeleton has arrived. And with its arrival, 5 more cards shall meet their untimely demise. 18 cards remain in your deck, my opponent. Let us see how many you can hang on to in the next couple turns. During the end phase, Doll flips my board face down once more, with a Ghost Trick scale set up to flip them all right back up on the next turn. I feel like we left Judgment this, right? Just don't allow the overload to go through. That seems good. Plus, if they have their own Solemn Judgment, it gets a little bit sketchy. The situation is under control, probably. Hopefully. I hope so. Yeah, there it is. Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. It's gonna pop all of our back row, which is a bit of an issue. And it also goes in one of the scales and the other scale. I mean, I don't love that. It forces me to scale earlier than I want to. But that's fine. We get to put the Rampage Dragon face down. That avoids a ton of damage. We still get to trigger our effects. We get the Dawn, we get the Siren, and of course, we get the Skeleton. I think we can do this. It's tough, but I think we can. Well, Infinite Impermanence coming down to stop the Skeleton from milling. They're afraid, chat. Can you smell it? Can you smell the fear in the air? Oh, it's the doll, not Skeleton, but still, scary. They think preventing me from immediately flipping my monsters face down will be enough to keep them alive, but no. 12 cards remain in the deck. Let's see if that's enough. Oh, Galaxy Soldier's a follow-up. Are we gonna see an Infinity come down? Infinity is a little scary. Ghost Trick is, not exactly a deck known for its ability to play through a bunch of negates. Although, they're gonna have an awful hard time killing me through the absolute wall of assholes we've built up. Yeah, there it is. Nova into Infinity. Show me the board. Come on. And there it is. Cyber Dragon Infinity. On the plus side, by going for this line, they have let us draw 2,000 cards. Oh my god, we're kaijuing the Ghost Trick Skeleton. They really are scared. They're terrified of this spooky little boy. Oh wow, we're going Fortress Dragon too? They literally are just gonna let me draw every card in my deck. They're really like, listen, what's Ghost Trick gonna do with 20 cards? Nothing, right? Fools. They also appear to have not read their own Infinity. This can only target attack position monsters. So they have just forced themselves to slope up their own Fortress Dragon. They have just chosen to have one less monster on the field. But I need you to understand, removing Jiangxi literally does not matter. There was literally zero reason for me to have that card at this point. I have everything. Now, we get to get right back to it. I am going to activate the effect of Ghost Trick Siren in order to flip it face down. I guess the plan succeeded. I specifically went and activated this one first because this is the one I care about the least. Set 1, set 2, set 3, set 4, and you know what? Why don't we just set 5? They're gonna use Rampage Dragon's effects to have multiple attacks. This is fine. we are gonna wait until attack deck in order to scare them. And oh boy, are they gonna get scared. Here comes the attack. But it would be foolish of you to presume that I will be allowing that attack to go through. Next, I will activate my face-down Ghost Trick Scare, allowing me to flip up all of my Ghost Tricks and put your monsters back face down. Now I wonder if you might have an answer to this. Some kind of Omni-Negate ability you may want to use. I see you do. And that shall be your downfall, for let me tell you, I am about to invoke the power of the most powerful ghost trick of all, God. Take my life points, and smite this dragon from the face of Earth. And now, you are going to get spooked. My ghost tricks appear. Now, our monster count has gotten a bit lower, unfortunately, but still, Ghost Trick Skeleton will remove the top 3 cards of your deck. 6 cards remain. At the end phase, Doll will put our guys back face down, and we are actually going to choose not to summon with Doll. The reason we do this is that the Ghost Trick monsters, the level 1s that can prevent attacks, need to summon themselves to do so. So I think I need to leave board slots open so that I'm able to block attacks. We are gonna get back Scare. Now, I believe my other 2 scares are both banished, so this is the last scare we're gonna get this game, but I think one more should be plenty. I guess we just judgment this, right? It's safer to do it that way. Once again, I invoke the power of Old Man to smite down my enemies. And once again, I shall commence flip summoning my Ghost Tricks, ending with the Ghost Trick Skeleton and 3 more cards. Only 3 cards remain in the deck. Alright, you have one last chance. Defeat me now, or watch your deck vanish on my next turn. Can they do it? Can they find the way to break through the unbreakable wall of ghosties? Rampage Dragon returns, but Rampage Dragon, unfortunately, as big as it is, as powerful as it is as much of a scaredy cat as everyone else. I activate Ghost Trick Scare, and on this day, my opponent, the last word you hear will be a mighty, a resounding boo. Doll resolves, and Skeleton resolves for the last 2 cards. Now, all I need you to do is not scoop, and get to the point where you draw for turn, so I can get progress on the achievement you get for decking people out 20 times. People will keep scooping. I want my achievement progress. No! Yeah, this always happens, but I cannot complain too much. 2 games in, the Ghost Tricks find their way to a well-deserved victory. Truly, putting cards face up is just an unnecessary part of Yu-Gi-Oh! If you liked the video, feel free to like and subscribe and all that stuff, or check me out on Twitch where I film these live. Thank you again so much for watching. I will see you next time. And remember, try not to get spooked by the skeleton, okay?